Hey guys, how's it going? Another pickups video. It's been about 3 weeks since my last one. I only have 4 records here. I have another one coming in the mail, but it's not here yet. So I figured I can just wait for that and show it when it gets here. So I'm gonna get right into it. Like I said, only 4 here. 3 are from my wife for my birthday, and that fourth one is also from my wife, but it hasn't come yet. And then I have another one that I bought months back that I don't think I ever showed. So, first one is the one that I bought a few months ago. Is Haim's "Days Are Gone." This was an album that I didn't like too much when it first came out. It was a lot of buzz around it, but for some reason it just didn't connect with me. But then the more I listened to it, the more I really liked it. It's kind of like '80s, like synth, not like synth pop, but just kind of like it feels like if this was plucked from like '88 or '89, maybe early '90s. It's just really good pop music. With it has, like I said, it has some synths. It has some just kind of like it just has such an '80s vibe for me, which is maybe why I didn't like it as too much. I'm not a huge '80s pop fan. I'm not a huge '80s fan in general of '80s music or music from the '80s. Um, Obviously, there's some stuff that I do like. I like the Smiths. I like the Cure. Um, Off the top of my head, those are the two big ones for me in terms of just stuff that I listen to. There's some I like. I think maybe it's early '90s, but I like Fugazi. I like some hardcore stuff. I like the Bad Brains. So obviously the Beastie Boys. So I like some stuff from the '80s, but in terms of pop music, I'm not a huge fan. I do like some Michael Jackson stuff, of course. It's hard not to. But anyway, I digress. So Haim's "Days Are Gone." This is on just regular standard black vinyl, so I'm not going to take it out. It is a double LP, which is nice, sounds good, and yeah, I enjoy it. Next is Interpol's "Turn on the Bright Lights." This was one that I had kind of had my eye on for a while, and it wasn't even that expensive. It was just one that I just kind of forgot to pick up, when I was buying some stuff. But this one I came across on Amazon. It was a pretty good price, so I told her to pick it up for me, and glad she did. I mean, it's a pretty well-known album. It came out, I think, around 2003 or so, maybe 2002. It's on Matador, which I never knew that they were on Matador. I'm not sure if they still are, but this their debut is on Matador, which I wasn't aware of. Just a really good rock album, and I haven't been a huge fan of their stuff since. I actually did like their most recent album, which names escape me right now. I think it's like El Pinto or something like that. Something with an L, I believe. But this is definitely their most popular album, and glad I have it on vinyl now. Next up is the reissue from Hey Mercedes Every Night Fireworks. This I was extremely happy to get. I got the notification from Run for Cover because I get notifications from them. I don't know why I do, but I do. And they notified me a couple months back, or they sent out an email, not me specifically, that this was getting reissued, and I was super excited, and then I completely forgot. And then when she was asking me about stuff to get for my birthday, I was going through my iPhone, and it just clicked. I remember that this was coming out, and oddly enough, it came out 2 days before. I think it was coming out the next day after the order. So she placed the pre-order, and it came 2 days later. It was super quick. This is actually this is a really nice packaging. It's got the gatefold, which is always nice. Really cool artwork. It is a double LP, though I think the regular album is on one record, and then there's some, I guess, demos and B sides on the second album, and it does come in a really cool clear splatter. There were a few variants. This is the one that I got through Amazon. I don't know what this is out of off the top of my head, but I'm not sure. So it did come in other variants. So yeah, I prefer Hey Mercedes over Braid. I know there's some members who were in both bands. I know the singer again, whose name is escaping me. He was in Braid, and I'm guessing a few other members were also in Braid. Then they formed Hey Mercedes, and this band dissolved, and Braid is back. And I do like Braid, but I do like the Hey Mercedes stuff, I think, a bit more. I like their two LPs are really good, and so happy to have this one on vinyl. And last up, no cuts here. I'm just trying to do this right before I run to work. Is Adventure's Supersonic Home. This is one of my favorite albums in 2015. It's just really good indie rock. It's got two female singers. So I think it's a five-piece band with two female singers and artists. So it's really good. This is also on Run for Cover. Um, Definitely, if you like Always or like Hop Along, who is I think Hop Along is on Saddle Creek. They're I guess kind of comparable in the sense of the female leads. So yeah, this is a nice packaging as well. Gatefold here. This is a single LP, but it's on a cool splatter as well. So kind of like a Starburst type mix. It's kind of what even the album itself kind of just reminds me of Starbursts. So yeah, that's what I have. I've picked up over the last couple of weeks since my last album. I am planning on going record shopping this weekend. My wife and I are going to head into Brooklyn for a little bit. And there's a few stores in Greenpoint that I like to check out whenever I'm in the area. So hopefully I'll pick up some more stuff and I'll show you guys next week. I'll see you soon.